Alright, I'm going on, and I think I'll place a circle about the midway between them. And what I'm doing is I'm testing out my ideas on one shape, and if I like it I duplicate it, I go on, and if not I try another one in a different place. You can see here that I tried a different shape that I didn't like. I'm still thinking about the clock and all my drop shapes. I think maybe this can be nice. Something like this. Yeah, I like it. I want this one to be smaller. They don't have to be similar. Yes, okay. So I'll do this again. Let's see if I can zoom you closer. No, this is it. So my midway, let's make a line so that it will be easier. I'll put it at the top of the circle. So here, here, and here. Okay. I'm not worried about this page because I'm not going to erase my lines. I'll use my light table to copy the lines that I want and to go over them with a pen, either pencil or pen. I tried a lot of methods with these designs that I've been making lately. Initially, and what I really like doing is to make them on tracing paper. I have both a thin one, 45 microns I think, or GSM, I'm not sure, and I also got I think it's 90 GSM, 90 microns. Is it microns with a tracing paper? I'm not sure, I think microns. And it's a joy to work on the tracing paper, but when I scan my work, I get, because the paper is semi-transparent, you can see a bit of a shadow, so the lines don't come out very crisp in the scan. So unfortunately I had to resort to the light table, which is great. I'm very glad I have it, but it's not as comfortable to work on as on the tracing pages on the table. Okay. And I also try different methods of the outlines. Some of them I make with the Maro nib, and some with 4B mechanical pencil. This is 0.5. Okay, I'm looking at my previous shapes to see that I haven't changed anything, because sometimes when I get to the last one I see that it's evolved and is really different from the first one that I made, but it's alright. Whiskey, are you happy? So, okay, I'll try to go on. So I finished all my drop shapes, and I'll just add another small circle around here. Yeah, I like this. Okay, good. Now okay, I'm trying to see the overall look now, to get a feel of what's going on here. I'm wondering whether I should take care of this circle now to connect these dials to it, or maybe I should focus on what's going on with these guys, or I can check to see what I'm doing in this empty area between the curved petal or leaf shapes here. Maybe it will be more circles like I have here, a drop. Yeah, this is nice, I'll do that. Uh-oh. Look at this. This one comes to the second outer circle. This one, oh yeah, it's okay. No, it's not. This is shorter, this is shorter. Okay, I'm seeing a problem here. So all of them are shorter except this one. This was probably my first one. Now I should think which one I like better. Let's try. Do you see these two? Hope so. Okay. So here I'll try the same kind of thing. And I'll see which one I like better. So I can decide whether to pull all of them out or change this one to a shorter dial. I like this one better. So I'll just pull all of them to the top. Okay, so they should come up to here. You know what, I'm more comfortable doing it this way. Okay. Yes, and I also like that they are much larger than the outer shapes. So I'm happy with my decision to pull them out. So the purpose of these mandalas that I'm making, you know, I keep saying it, I'll say it again, I'm working now my my job outside my own business is working in an art supply shop, and I learn a lot about materials, and of course I spend too much of my salary there because there are wonderful things to discover and to try out, and I can't try them. A lot of the materials we have, I have to buy them to try them out so I can recommend them. And a lot of people are asking for coloring pages or coloring books of mandalas. Mandalas are very big here in Israel. A lot of people like them. I like them. And so I found a need, and I have the ability to answer it. I love making mandalas anyway, so I thought instead of just making my own to color myself and sell the product, I can make coloring mandalas, coloring pages. And of course I investigated and researched a little bit to see how I should do them so that they will come out as nice as possible and as comfortable to color. And I lost my train of thought. Let me see. I'll recreate this drop, the circle and drop for everyone. Okay. So what I'm making are coloring pages and not a book or a booklet, because I want people to have the ability to pull it out or frame it. And a few months ago I bought a really professional printer, and I'm just putting my watercolor and mixed media, my drawing and painting paper into the printer, and what I get are lines, because it's a pigment ink and not dye ink. The lines are permanent, so if you use water like watercolor or gouache, or they don't smear, the ink of the outlines doesn't smear. And I'm making them just like I enjoy using. I can show you a ready one. Let me grab one, they're just behind me. So this, for example, is one of them. It's already in a nylon wrap. And I'm making the outlines thin and with a purplish tint to them, because I find personally that this slightly purplish line goes really well in according to my taste with every color. So that's what I'm making, and I'm using good paper. This is the Hanemule Nostalgie, and I also have some the same design on the Clairefontaine Naturel, and this paper looks great with gouache. I started making one mandala with a light blue background in gouache, and it really pops out from the brown background, and I was able to get a really smooth, even color with the gouache. I was really enjoying it. It was beautiful. I ruined it later when I added other colors, but never mind. And I also have some A3. Same mandala in A3, because this is a professional printer beautiful printer. So the outlines here, I made them, I think, a little lighter, if you can see the difference. And I'm going to sell these in my Etsy shop. It's not a ready product, it's not on sale yet. Maybe it is by the time you're viewing, but as to now when I'm filming, it's not there yet. I still need to tie all the ends and publish it in my shop, and I will try to see if I can sell them in the art shop as well, in the shop I'm working on. I'm not sure they'll agree, but I'm hopeful. So I think this will be great because it's good paper, and you can use, this is 250 grams, this is 190, and you can use somewhat wet media on this, so watercolors and gouache and probably also acrylics if they're not too liquid or not too heavy. And I'm really excited about this. So let's go on. I have so many ideas and so many designs that are waiting to be continued, and the only thing I'm lacking is quality working time. Okay, so let me zoom out in my head and look at this and see where I want to take it now. Okay, I'm imagining something happening within these shapes, but I'm not sure what yet. I think I'll start by making another line so that there will be like a border, and then I can connect it to the shapes inside. Let's see, let's try one and see how it works. My cat is sleeping so soundly. He snores so much. Okay, that's good. So I can use this to connect the shapes that I will put inside later. So I'll just repeat it now, and I'm trying to keep the same distance all around. My pencil, the lead that I have in this pencil is HB, and it looks really light on this paper. I like working with mechanical pencils. I have another one in which I have a 4B, sorry, 4B lead, and this one you can see is much thicker. So I will use this one on when I'm creating the outlines. As I said, some of them I do with a maroon nib, but my movement with the nib on this paper, this is not good. This is recycled printer paper, A3 sized, and don't know, I don't have the same kind of flow of movement when I line as I do with the pencil. Pencil is smoother on this paper, and I get good outlines in the scan. And what I really tried to do is not to make too many digital changes. I really wanted the lines in the mandalas to have the handmade, hand-drawn quality to them. So all I'm doing is just cleaning a little bit, and maybe if I had a mistake or double line, I'll erase one, but the most minimal digital editing that I can do. You have an ability in Illustrator to make the lines, to vectorize the lines, and I'm not doing that because it changes their quality and their character. And I think there is, because of all the imperfections and the fact that the lines are not exactly the same and not exactly have the right curve, when you go over them and you do the outlining digitally, I at least have a tendency to refine them and to make everything look much more perfect. And I absolutely do not want it for these mandalas. So I was really looking for a way to digitize it that I can use as much of my scanned lines. And that's why I needed either the 4B or the inked lines. And my plan is to make videos, I think I said this, of every stage. So I'll try to film outlining the mandala, either this one or another one. And I don't know how to do screen capture videos yet, so I'm not sure I'll show you how I clean them in Photoshop. But I definitely want to make at least one coloring video, and if I have time, hopefully 2 of them, so I can show and I can do myself different colors on the same mandala, so you can see that just by coloring different you can have it look completely different. This is a little too thick here. Okay, hello, I'm done. Oh, it looks nice now, doesn't it? I like it. I like you.